How do you talk a customer out of firing you? That's a great question, and we're going to talk about that right here on this show today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by House Call Pro, which is the #1 service software for service professionals. This is house cleaners, it's gutter service people, it's people that pressure wash your driveway, it's painters, it's professional organizers, it's all the people that service your home. It's an app with all of your customer information, and it helps you track the different upsells that you do. So when you go to invoice your client, all the different things that they've added on and the extra to-dos and all that stuff, it's all in one place. Then once they approve of the invoice, the one-click credit card processing, and bam, it goes right to your bank. So it saves on a whole bunch of administrative tasks, and they've done a special deal for me and my friends. So check it out at housecallpro.com/Angela. And there's no obligation whatsoever. They will walk you on a free demo to see if it's right for you. And if it's not, there's no obligation. So check it out, housecallpro.com/Angela. All right, on to today's show. We had a house cleaner that called in with this question.
Hi, Angela. This is Maria. I have a client for about 2 or 4 years. Now they want to do a kitchen renovation and they want to cancel my service. I think they need me more than ever because the dust is going to be huge and they need me for clean the bathroom too. So what I can say to them to let them know that they still need me, that is a good idea not to cancel for a while. Oh, yeah. So thank you for your answer and for all your helpful videos.
Hi, Maria. That is a great question. How do you talk a customer out of firing you or not firing you for a while? That is really an interesting idea. Okay, so you've worked for them for 2 or 4 years. So they know you, they know your systems, they know your processes, they know how you work. And for some reason, they decided to fire you before this ginormous party that they're having where they are going to need you, like you said, more than ever. Why is that? I have to stop and ask, why is that? Why did they fire you now? And so are they bringing in a team of people to help with the party? Are they firing you just for the party, or are they firing you for all time? A client that lasts 2 to 4 years doesn't last 2 to 4 years if they're dissatisfied with your service. So if they're dissatisfied with your service, they would have fired you after a couple of months. So my suggestion is, you know them, right? You've been cleaning for them for 2 or 4 years. So my suggestion is that you'd go back to them and say, hey, listen, I've been working with you for 2 to 4 years here. I'm a little bit concerned that you are letting me go right before this huge party where you need my help more than ever. And so I'm curious, is it something I said? Is it something I did? Is it something I forgot to do? What can I change to make my service better? Because if you don't find out the answer, when you go back into the marketplace, you're going to repeat all of the same errors again, and you'll work for another customer for a couple of years, and then they might fire you before their big party, right? So you want to find out what it was, and this gives you some ammunition so that you don't repeat the same errors. Now, having said that, fully be prepared to walk, because they might say, we have not been happy with your service for a long period of time, and we don't like what you did or whatever, and we felt we needed to hire someone new. And so if that's the information you get back, don't be offended. The first thing as house cleaners is we get really offended when we get this feedback because it's our heart and soul. We've put our labor into this job. We think we did a great job and we want our customers to be pleased. And when they're not pleased, it breaks our hearts. We're like, I did my best. And then what's even more sad is if the homeowner continues this for a period of time and then they don't tell you. Lots of homeowners do this because they don't like confrontation. They don't want to hurt your feelings. And so they string things out a little longer than they should. And that is not helpful at all, right? If they're not happy with your service, something should happen. And so I tell my customers right in the very beginning, and I recommend you do the same on the walkthrough. Hey, this is a relationship of communication. So if at any time, for any reason, if you're not happy with my service, I'm going to expect that you will come to me and you will let me know what the problem is. Please come to me before you go out on social media and start sharing your bad story. Come to me first and let me make it right. Because I'm here, I'm growing, I'm progressing, I'm learning, I'm getting better every day, and I want to provide you the most excellent service available. Is that fair? And homeowners will say, yes, that's fair. And so then when there is an issue, and it happens in all homes because you don't fall into someone's home and mysteriously clean how they like, right? you have your own energy and your own process and your own systems, and it might go against the grain with one or two areas in their home. So there are a couple things that might bother them, but they don't feel like they can tell you. They need to have that window of communication open so they can just jump in and say, hey, I'm not happy about this. And you go, oh, okay, great. I can fix that. And that should be your answer. Okay, great. So anytime, at any reason, somebody comes to you with a complaint, it's not like, oh my goodness, wow, this is horrible news. My life is going to be upheaved because of this, information I received. It's not like that at all. It's like, great, you just helped me get better. Thank you so much. And when you give people that same vibe of, I appreciate what you're telling me, they're going to go, oh, all right, well, that's great. And you reward the behavior you want repeated. You want the customers to come back and share with you their great information about things that you can do to improve. It's not a complaint. They're helping you grow your business. And then they're going to turn around and tell their friends. And when they do it at social media, here's what they say. Well, my house cleaner had a couple little glitches and whatever, but we totally talked it out. She fixed the problems and she's the best house cleaner in the world, right? And so when you go to the customer and you say, hey, it looks like you're trying to fire me. What did I do? And literally ask them. And when you ask them, stand up tall, okay? Don't be like, I'm afraid that you've not happy with my work. No, stand up straight, look them directly in the eye and come off really confident. Like, oh my goodness, you're about to fire me. And that is like devastating to me. Tell me what on earth I did. How can I fix it? How can I make it right? And oftentimes just asking, they'll come back and they'll say, all right, well, let's fix this. Here's what we can do differently. And they will give you another opportunity. So what do you say? It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. And it's why you say it. And it's what you do with the information once you receive it. So it's a series of things. But Maria, you've got this. You've been working for this family for 2 to 4 years. You already know them. There's a relationship that's established. This is not like you're going into a customer that you cleaned for one time, right? There's this comfort zone. Go in with your comfort zone and go, guys, what are you doing? Why are you trying to fire me before this huge party? You totally need my help, right? All right, so those would be my suggestions to you. I hope it helps you a little bit. I want you to keep in touch with me and let me know how this goes because I'm here rooting for you. I'm like, go Maria, go Maria, go Maria. All righty, please pass this on to a friend. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.